It's week 3 of the National Football League.
And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns.
It's the 49ers and the Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Yeah, they just held them to a field goal. So to them, that was an almost complete performance because, you know, when you really shut someone out, that's complete. But that's pretty darn good, isn't it?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Purdy looking to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Short throw to Smith. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On second down, a run by Achane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, 49ers.
A gear for Walker running right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was brought down by
The numbers for Walker last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Escapes the defender. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Miami set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 23-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They complete it to Hill. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once...
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Let's take it at around the 40.
That's the end of the first
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Kyle Pitts.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Dolphins nothing.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't man.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards that time for number 14.
San Francisco.
Here's Walker. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st down, 49ers.
Now Purdy. setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Walker. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 104 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
And Chase will go in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Purdy now to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down.
8-yard pickup. And a 49er 1st down.
Running right, here's Walker. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st down, 49ers.
Walker with another carry.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and 10.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Purdy on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
Dolphins nothing.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A second down throw for Purdy. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Achane gets it from the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. Back to throw, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A third down gain of 19.
And the 49ers first down.
Now on first down, it's Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jamar Chase.
27 yards. And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
A give, running right, Achane. Brought down at the 20. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 8-yard line.
Now Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Brock Purdy and the offense back out there.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
To the sideline and incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
3rd and 12.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot.
How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And his throw here is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down.
Here's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Back to throw here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll look to throw again.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That one complete to Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
30-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 154 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. Able to find Willis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fox. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to pass, Tua.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Walker.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Again, it's Walker.
Oh, good move. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
189 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. To the right side, this is Walker.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
A 42-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.